Hello and welcome everyone to part 1 of my new Caesar and Gaul Rome Let's Play for Total War Rome 2. So, Rome won the faction vote, but fear not, I will be covering hopefully and ideally all of these factions in due time. Once I finish some more Let's Plays, I'd like to really cover some of the other factions here. They all have pretty interesting starting locations and they offer quite a lot of interesting stuff there. However, Alex the Rambler is doing a Nervii Let's Play. Link to his channel will be in the description. I believe Surrealbeliefs is also doing Rome. Can't be helped, you guys want to see it, so let's fire away with this one. We're playing very hard this time. Yeah, cultural oppressors plus 25% public order penalties due to the presence of foreign cultures, Romanization plus 2 to cultural conversion, and paragons of civilization plus 10% morale during battles in neutral or enemy territory. Let's start the campaign and get going. There's a little intro video which is actually the trailer for Caesar and Gaul, which was in my overview and introduction video, which again, link to that is in the description if you haven't already checked that out. That shows you the starting location, diplomatic status of all the factions in Caesar and Gaul when they first start off, and a brief overview of the 3 new factions for the Grand Campaign map. And so yeah, I did have a little bit of an issue with Caesar and Gaul when I first started it up. All my units were pink. Once we get into a battle we should hopefully see that they're not all pink, but I solved that by, even though I had all my mods unticked, I had the ancient colours mod kind of still subscribed. I just unsubscribed it in the Steam Workshop. That went away. It wasn't in my mod panel anymore, even though it was turned off, and now the colours are fine, as we'll see once we get to a battle. But I recommend that if you're having pink unit troubles, try that. It seems to be a bit of mod interference. Also, if you don't have any mods, try restarting Steam. And that should work. Also, make sure you're not using any beta drivers. Make sure you're using the WHQL certified drivers, and then you should be all fine. I think that is all I need to say on that, and we should have that intro video loading up now.
The Gauls. They would rather lie slain in battle than lose the freedom gained by their forefathers. My legions march north. The nights grow long and the wolf grows hungry. Rome demands blood. I will be outnumbered. The valor of my men stretched to breaking. The enemy? Merciless. The Senate expects defeat. Yet the goddess Fortuna favors the bold. They must be divided. Scattered! Conquered! I will trade their blood for power. As I cross Transalpina, my course of action is clear. The Helvetii must be stopped before they can migrate into Greater Gaul. Their Sequani allies do not concern me, beset as they are by Suebi forces. Although the Germans could become a serious threat if allowed to cross the Rhine en masse. By befriending us, tribes such as the Aedui have drawn the ire of their fellow Gauls. For their own safety, they will submit utterly to Roman protection, as did the Vocontii before them. I will seize our mutual enemies' territories and resources, for the good of Rome and her allies, of course. And by my hand, Gaul will be subdued.
Gaul will be subdued. Brave words there, Caesar. And we have our first objective issued. Completely control 3 provinces either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. Cool. Well, let's start off by moving Caesar. Moving him around. We want to get back to Octuron here. Bring down the Helvetii, because they're going to be a thorn in our side otherwise. And we don't want them getting away with that if we can help it. I might hire some mercenaries just before the battle, just so I've got a few extra units to kind of throw at the enemy. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Let's get to technology. We're going to go for land management to start with. And we're going to have a look at my various cities that I can upgrade. So we're going to go, we have public order kind of issues to start with. We're going to enact bread and games in both of my complete provinces over here. In Subria and Ligaria. I'm going to make this some fountains to help that sort itself out in the first turn. This army here, we're not going to go up against the Tolosa just yet because I believe they probably have a substantial force. I do have a spy over here. I can't recruit other agents until I research the various technologies that I need for them. I can't do any more upgrading there. Let's have a quick look at diplomacy. The Vaconti are our client state. We are at war with Helvetii, or Helvetii rather, and we'll kind of spread out from there. Yeah, that's all we need to worry about there for now. So let's end the turn and get into that battle at Octuron. Check that everything works there. And they brought this army back here. We're going to go and ambush them to stop them coming and reinforcing their friends here. We're not going to push on to Octuron just yet. They're at force march. We're going to ambush them. We're going to fight this. Mainly to make sure that obviously those pink units have disappeared. But yeah, I would like to avoid pink units on the battlefield, even though they look fabulous. Snap. Yeah, it really does take away a bit of the immersion when your legionaries, instead of their nice big old red Roman shields, are bright pink, especially the Gaelic warriors as well. Doesn't look too good. But yeah, seems that may be an issue with mods, people using mods rather than an actual issue with the DLC. But there are several posts on the forum which I will make sure I post on after this recording. Ah, yes, everyone's the proper colour again. I'm so happy. Oh, dear. That's good. There we go. Oh, look at them. Red legionaries. Who'd have thought? You're red. You're the right colours. Yay! Anyway, there's the guys there. My ballistas are up here. I am just going to... The thing is, I'm not going to get many chances to smash them with my artillery before... You know, I'm going to have to worry about it. Poison round. I'm going to try that out just once because, it's going to happen. Flaming round as well. I'm going to try and hold off with my men from an initial charge to start with just because, I want to be able to charge down the hill with my guys. With my guys after that shot. And let's get my skirmishers. Let's get them over here, actually. We're going to have to push them forward, so let's start them up here. And let's defend them with the Gaelic warriors here, and then my cavalry. We're going to have them up at the front, and then get them to charge down, and we'll have Caesar. We'll have Caesar over here. So let's start the battle, and then try and hit them like so. Push forward with them there. Oh, there's some dead cows going in there. Okay. Stop firing, stop firing. My legionary is instantly getting attacked. Let's bring the cavalry in there. Here we go. We're going to get straight stuck in the mix. Legionaries getting stuck in there, being hit by the cavalry a little bit there. But to be expected a little bit. They're really going for it. But we're now pushing in on all these units. Getting into a big mix. Don't have any spear units, so straight from the off. Going to be a little bit of a scramble. Let's get these guys stopping firing. Enemy general's dead. Could charge him with my cavalry as well, to be honest, but we don't even need to. We have a defeat there. Decisive victory. I'm not even going to bother chasing them down. There's a few of them. Oh, they lost everyone. Fair enough. That's good. I'll deal with that. Though one of my units of legionaries took a bit of a beating, but that's okay. We finished off this force. They're not going to reinforce. We know pink units are no longer an issue, which I'm happy about. Kill the captives. We're not going to save them. Julius Caesar, level up, dude. What a boss. He's already got packs, which is minus 20% public order penalties. That's good. We're going to make him commander strategist. We're going to make him a commander. And I probably will recruit some mercenaries, as I said. Let's do that now before we then go and siege Octuron. So we can't replenish here. So let's get some more Celtic skirmishers, some naked mercenaries. We don't really need more cavalry. We'll have the short swords. Let's hire all of them. We'll disband them after the battle because their upkeep costs are going to be crippling. Let's fight this one now. Let's get in there. We can use the onagers and ballista to try and break down those walls. Probably won't focus on the gates too much because it'll be quicker just to knock down walls either side of the gates and then push on up. I might be able to take down towers though, which could help. So that should be a good thing. Oh, some fog. No, I want to see this clearly. There we go, dry. Let's start the battle. Onager. We could go from here. There's going to probably be a lot of troops over there by that gate and by this one. Let's get my Onager. Well, let's knock down this part of the wall here, that bit there, and if we can over there as well. So let's just have the Onager over here with the ballista. And then we're just going to avoid going for the gates completely. We'll have the legionaries over here, although I will have a few of them. Let's have the auxiliaries. Let's have these guys up on the ladders and what have you, and the mercenaries, because then I'm not going to lose as many of them, or of my good Roman troops, my legionaries. So the skirmishers all here, we'll push them to skirmish on the wall. That'll be good. Let's take them off skirmish mode though, because I don't want them pulling back when they don't need to be. So all my auxiliaries, well, yeah, my auxiliary infantry are on the walls, ready to go on them. Let's have one there to go on that focal point. What are we actually setting up? The short swords. They're pretty good. Naked swords. Let's have you guys over here, going in this corner. With some of these guys too. Let's get two ladders pushing up on here. And, you know, why not? Why not have to, you know, two ladders over here? They're going to be under fire, but hopefully they can get up there, distract the enemy. Let's get my General Caesar over there. Both of these guys. Let's work together, bringing down the fort walls. I'm going to aim for where that arrow tower is, so that hopefully a few shots will miss and go over. And none of these guys can go in short formation, but we'll go for it anyway. Go for it over here. The ladders moving in on that position, and the two ladders here. Let's go for the wall there, side by side. Looks nice. Oh, that went over. The Onager and the ballista firing here at the fort wall. 47% damaged already. Oh, that did some damage too, and that's damaging the arrow tower, taking down these guys from the wall. A lot of Celtic skirmishers, which are going to be the problem. You know, once we get up there against the spear levies, what have you, we should be able to do it all right up against those guys. That shouldn't be as much of a problem. Oh, the wall 1%, and then we're going to focus on this part of the wall next. This corner. There we go, boom.
The walls are breached.
Let's go for this corner here. They're pulling back, so I'm going to try and push in with my skirmishers very quickly to do some damage. Hitting the corner part of this wall here now, 27% damage. These guys moving in over here. We're going to have to try and take out that tower as soon as possible. Thankfully, actually, my Celtic warriors have taken that first, which is good, because my naked swords, which actually have little loincloths, we're not going to look at a penis cam right now. Look for the penis. Ha ha ha. No, they got little loincloths on, so they're doing okay. Try and finish off those skirmishes there. Trying to bring down this part of the wall. 71%. They're going to be going down soon. These guys over here moving up. We just need to capture that tower in the corner, and then we can like flank round. Skirmishes just to get kind of the length of the wall. We'll try and see if we can bring that tower down after this. There we go. That's that bit down. Let's try and bring that arrow tower down, and we'll try and get this part of the wall down as well. Then we'll really have plenty of places to go on up. Let's give them quick reload as well. I know they're defended behind their walls, but still, these guys can do quite a good amount of damage. They're being bombarded by the flaming shot of the other guys, so they're not as accurate, the enemy here. So we should be doing alright. We're already bringing down that unit there. Oh, a little bit of lag. We're already bringing down that unit there. They're wavering. Oh, I can see them all falling down as they go. That tower's nearly down. Ballista's about to go out, so we probably won't be able to finish killing that ballista just yet.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
But actually, for them using their flaming arrows, or flaming shot rather, it's not really helping them that much. Don't know why it's kind of stuttering so much there. It's obviously not so good. To be fair, I haven't done my little core affinity trick with that, so very briefly, let me pause the recording. And there we go. Briefly swapped over the processor cores, but no, it's a little bit of stuttering. Hopefully that will be addressed in another patch. But my guys are doing really well down here. I'm actually surprised at how well they're doing compared to the guys up on the wall. Trying to bring down that part of the wall there. I'm not sure my Onager is actually going to be able to complete this.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Unfortunately, we have some stuttering here. That'll be smoothened out in the coming patch. But we've taken out this bit rather nicely. Don't know why we're getting so much stuttering. I'm hoping that clears itself up in a moment. We're going to frenzy with these guys over here as they get attacked by the Celtic tribesmen. There we go. Now it's sorted itself out. Going to push in against the Celtic tribesmen. Skirmishers doing a pretty decent job up against the Celtic skirmishers there. Going to fly up with my cav if I can and secure this location. And I'm also going to start pushing forward with my legionaries. We've managed to bring that other bit of the wall down, which I'm really happy about. We can now push up there. We've taken that tower. This ladder unit never decided to actually get up there, which is my my naked warriors. We're being attacked by that tower, so I'm going to make sure we capture that, just because it's going to be a pain in the ass if not, and I'm losing quite a lot of my Celtic warriors. But again, these are the auxiliaries. I don't mind wasting them, or kind of using them if I have to. Let's get my Celtic skirmishers up here. Although actually, let's pull back with 2 of the skirmishers back to the wood line, because only one of them, the mercenaries, has actually got any ammunition left. Just trying to bring down this unit of spears now. Celtic tribesmen. Let's frenzy all up in there. Let's frenzy their faces off. Gotta watch out for the tribesmen with my cavalry. That's not going to work well. Let's try and capture the centre here, if we can. These guys have glitched up on the wall, which is quite funny. And let's send in the legionaries. Cavalry seems unopposed here. Let's capture the gateway with one of them. Move up to take the capture point up there. We've captured the tower over there, lost a lot of men in doing so, but the naked swords are up. Let's bring them round to the middle to help my legionaries. They're pushing towards the tower here. My skirmishers seem glitched on this little part of the pit there. They're not having too much fun. My guys over here, they've served as a distraction to try and keep some guys over. They are dying rather horribly. But again, they are mercenary and auxiliary units. Don't mind about that. It's my legionaries, obviously, I want to keep safe. So let's send them on in, which we're going to be doing from over here. We're going to be coming up against short swords now. I'm just sending all my legionaries in there. Big old clash between the various units there. But the enemy short swords are going to go down quite substantially. And we're going to be able to get these guys down too. Sending in the Might of Rome where it's needed. And my cavalry's free up here. We've captured the gateway. Going to try and flank round some of these guys now, although it looks like the Celtic tribesmen are coming up to stop me, capturing their point, which is good. It shows some AI progression there. They know when they're being assaulted. Let's try and bring the cavalry round the enemy general here to flank them, or do something. We've still got lots of legionaries waiting to kind of get up into the fight here. But they're all getting stuck in and involved. We've just broken these guys here. So let's get my cavalry in there just to finish them off. Deselect the horsemen, but charge into the rest of the units here, which we've now shattered. Oh, cavalry over here brought too far over. Let's pull back. We need to capture that tower. We need to toggle mount to actually get them to capture. Do the same there. Naked tribesmen, let's get them up there. All my units there got beat, but that's fine. Romans, over you go. Over here, please. Let's get you round to capture the slingers. Starting to capturing this tower, at least neutralise it. They are going to go down though until we actually manage to capture them. I like the
Our enemy have lost
shields.
the victory point.
We're capturing their victory point, which is obviously a good thing. Cavalry, no, tribesmen, damn it, they got there before I could because I wasn't watching. Let's pull my guys back. Legionaries will soon be there though, so it's fine. Let's pull the cavalry back over here. Get my naked dudes over here to attack the tribesmen. We'll form up a nice big spread formation. Gonna try and hit these guys with the might of Rome. In they charge, trying to bring them down. Come on, naked swords, go for it, go, go, go. You're my mercenaries I haven't had a chance to use. Frenzy. Go naked crazy mode. Come on. Naked crazy mode. Got nothing to lose. You know, the only thing you got to lose is dangling between your legs underneath that loincloth. A very well positioned loincloth. Horsemen, charge these guys in the back, finish them off. And we're just going to finish off the skirmishers now, the slingers which are bombarding my men. And we have a victory. Let's end it there. Close victory. Yeah, I'll take that. We lost 889 men. Not too many of the legionaries there by the unit that was already weakened, so happy about that. Mainly the auxiliaries and kind of local infantry, so can deal with that. Can deal with that indeed. And we are going to raise because that's going to make the most sense to, you know, remove all the buildings there and start instilling Roman culture or Latin culture there. We've gone to the next level of Imperium. The Helvetii are over here with what remains of another army, the Warmongers, because I dealt with their other unit that came in for an ambush. Let's repair that. We can't build anything this turn, construction site, so we're going to have to wait till next turn. Hopefully they won't turn all to slums. Okay, and we are now replenishing all our troops there, which is good. Let's get rid of these naked warriors though, because they cost way too much. Yep. Disband them there. Narbo Martyrs, I'm not going to do anything to you just yet. We need more money. End turn. No, not yet, because we need to add some traditions to you. Formidable fighters is what I like to do. End the turn. Oh, brought my spy up, lol. And the Helvetii coming in there.
This is a time for just, proud men to unite in strength. That is why I propose this.
Yeah, sure, a non-aggression pact with you for now will be fine while I continue to consolidate my position and all the other ones I want to go after. So that's fine. Unhappy populace. You know what? I understand why they're unhappy. Regulus, cultural influence, that's actually really useful. So if I can complete all of this region, then that was going to help. That really needs upgrading to get more public order and Latin culture. I would assume they're not very... No, it's very much Celtic and Hellenic over there. But we need to build things in Octuron, otherwise we're going to get slums. So, a consecrated ground, and let's go, yeah, get the, aqueduct or public forum, let's go for the public forum there. Oh, that is a barbarian city, why did I bother repairing that? We need to destroy that. I can't destroy that. Why can't I destroy it? Oh, I can't destroy it because I have to just make it into a Roman city, okay. Fine, let's get my spy up here. That is actually another army we can finish off very quickly, just by sallying out and finishing them off, because they're in forced march, so we're going to ambush them again. We're going to fight this ourselves because it's going to be fun and awesome to deal with them. So yeah, I should say my other series, Rome, Iceni, and Sparta, I'm going to put them on hold just for a few days until the various mods that I use for them are updated to work with Caesar and Gaul, because in fact it's one of those mods that was causing the texture issue, and the thing is I want to use that for my other Let's Plays. They should only take like a day or two to update, I'm sure. If not, I'll try and give them a go with using the select mods that I can, but ideally I want to kind of use it with all the mods that I have been using for, you know, the last few Let's Play parts. Kind of want to keep some consistency up, Cavalry, my auxiliaries there. My auxiliary I'm going to have them positioned here to smash straight into those Celtic youths. Let's keep my general over there. That should be a-okay. In fact, I'm not even going to bother having these guys on fire at will because they're just I'm going to turn them off straight away, pretty much. And instantly we have got the cavalry charging us. We're just going to have to go in and try and, you know, sustain the charges there. We got picked up by this Celtic warrior unit, which I'm trying to get my cavalry out of because they're getting munched. Finish off the skirmishers there and into the back of this cavalry unit here. Mercenary light horse. Dealing with that unit there. Trying to kill off the general.
The men are wavering.
Let's bring in Caesar. My cavalry's taking a beating, but that's fine. Again, they're auxiliaries. Not too bothered about losing them, if I'm honest. Let's get a zoom in here, see what's going on. Oh! Oh! Damn! Did he just get a spear in the face? Christ, that looked awesome. And the general over here. They're broken. And there we go, we can end it there. A decisive victory that will finish them all off. They'll all die. And, yep, dead for all time. Come on, Caesar. Finish him off. Finish him off. Oh, what is... Oh, there's 8 of them remaining. Seriously? You can't expect 8 of them to run off into the sunset. Apparently you can. What? I could chase them down, but Octuron is really going to go absolutely bat crazy if I do not bring my army back there. There's 16 horse left. Sabotage them, poison their provisions, slowed or stopped. You know, let's go with it just in case. At least poison them for a few turns so they won't be able to replenish that much. And then once we keep Octuron down, we can push back out again. Yeah, agent. And we need to research the next bit of stuff. Tax, labour, culture, infrastructure, military. We want to go, well, auxiliary camp actually, and barracks is going to be interesting. But I'm going to get this as well. Adopt Mark Antony. Mark Antony will join your cause, which that's pretty cool. Didn't even look what this does. It's just food and enables the building of farms. Cool. So I guess Mark Antony. And then we can have support for Caesar and everything going on there. That's pretty darn cool. Promote Crassus. They're all pretty cool traits. I like all this. But yeah, we want to unlock politics and get support for Caesar and get mobilized troops to get more legionaries to him when we need them. And these guys are still unhappy, even though they've got public order bonuses through... Well, they're alright. These guys are not happy at all. So we're going to sort that out soon. Gladiator School will be the easiest way to sort that out. And we need to move out from Narbo Martius. But that's where I'm going to wrap up this first part of the Caesar in Gaul Rome Let's Play. So as always, I hope you enjoyed. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Check out the links in the description to other guys' Let's Plays. Alex the Ramblers, the Nervii, Surrealbeliefs is doing Rome as well. And my overview for the entirety of Caesar in Gaul. And if you want to join the Pride, remember to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the description. Yeah, please leave me a comment, let you know what you think of the new series. Ciao for now.